What's up, guys? It's Geo, and welcome back to another Pokemon Showdown live. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. This is number 23 in the series. We're going to grab another match just because I can. And we have a match against I Crit My Panties, which is actually a really funny name. Using 5 Legends and a Gyarados, which is... that's actually pretty cool. I'm going to lead Mamo right here, just because Mamo's cool. I'm trying to figure out what his Scarfer is. I think it is that. But he ends up leading this, which is fine. Like, is he Mega? I'm gonna get my rocks up. He goes straight away for the Waterfall, which is a good play. And I'm just gonna go right for the knockoff because I'll find out if he's Mega. I'm assuming he's not because he didn't go for it. But maybe he just doesn't want... Yeah, he's definitely... He's Mega. Sweet. So that's actually really cool that I was able to get that damage off right there. I'm not sure if he's running Earthquake because he could be running Dragon Dance Dual Stab Ice Fang, which isn't bad. Either way, I'm gonna go into Thundurus because Thundurus is the safest switch, and I'm gonna go straight. I'm gonna go straight away for the Focus Blast, kind of expecting him to switch into Raikou. He ends up going out into Jirachi, which is fine, because I get a solid 37% off on that, which did absolutely nothing actually. I'm kind of expecting him to just get his rocks up right here, so I'm gonna go out into Immense as he goes for his rocks, and I'm just gonna sub up right in this thing's face because I don't care. I don't even think he can break subs, to be honest, if he's Spadefrachi, because this is without a doubt his guard check. He actually outspeeds me, which is cool. He ends up going out to Landorus, so I'm just going to Dragon Dance right here. So he ends up going for the U-turn, which does not break my sub. I'm not quite sure what he was trying to do right there, but it clearly didn't work. And my dad is home, so we're gonna see if this recording gets interrupted. If it does, I apologize. I'm gonna Dragon Dance again because I don't lose anything by it. He ends up going for a Volt Switch and ends up getting rid of my sub, which is kind of hard to see considering this is just like a blank image. But considering what I'm at right now, okay, right here I'm just going to go straight away for the Roost because his Stone Edge won't be super effective and he's actually not insanely strong. He ends up missing, which is cool, and I'm just going to sub up right in his face. He ends up forfeiting, so he got hacked a little bit right there, which is a bit unfortunate, but you know, I can't really do a whole lot about that. And there goes my dog. They're running. So I'm going to go ahead and grab another match, and I'm actually going to get up to shut my door real quick, so hopefully this recording does not get interrupted. And the dogs have just been chilling in all my recordings so far today, but hopefully you guys don't mind that too much. So we have another battle right here versus a pretty beatable team, one that gets beat by Megamance after I trap Scarm. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave Mammoth's and get my rocks up. Ends up leading with Sylveon, which is fine, because this may be Specs. He just goes straight away for the Hyper Voice, but it doesn't bring me down to my Sass, so I highly doubt that's Specs. I'm going to go straight away for the Earthquake as he goes into Skarmory, and I'm just going to click Knockoff, because this is awesome if he stays in, because then I get rid of his item, which ends up being Leftovers, as he ends up going for the Defog, and I'm just going to get my rocks up. I don't lose anything by getting my rocks right here. He ends up going in a Loom, and I just click Ice Shard, and I'm going to pause my recording. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Anyway, so he has his Breloom right here, which is in fact Life Orb. I'm just going to go out into my Latias right here, because Latias is a pretty safe switch. And my dog's running out again. I'm going to double into Magnezone, because I think he's going to go into Skarmory right here to take on my Latias. If he goes into Mew, that's fine too. I don't really lose anything. Let me just apologize to this guy about that. Anyway, so I don't think he's going to go for the basically I don't think he's going to stay in right here, because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for him to stay in. It's purely because he loses to, like, he will die to Psyshock right here, and Skarm is a pretty safe switch for him right now. So I think that's the move he's going to want to try to make. And I just haphazardly switched over to my email. So sorry about that, guys. I go into Mag as he ends up going out into Mew, which is fine because I can just go ahead and click Specs T-Bolt and do a lot of damage to this Mew. And by a lot of damage, I mean there are things going on in the background. Sorry about that, guys. He ends up going for the Roost, and I'm just going to click T-Bolt again. And right here, I'm going to go out into Greninja, because Greninja can take this thing on. pretty well. So I'm just going to go out into that. I don't have Dark Pulse, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I opted for Ice Beam for coverage, purely because of the fact that it helps me with the Lotties a bit more. So I'm going to go for the Gunk Shot right here, because he is Spidef Mew, and he ends up going for the knockoff, getting rid of my Life Orb. And I'm just going to follow that up with a Hydro. We're going to see how much this Hydro does. Show me what that Hydro do. That did 32%. That did nothing, and this Mew is incredibly annoying right now. I wonder if I outspeed him. 249, 228. Clearly, I'm going to go for the Poison. There it is. He ends up going for the Burn, which is fine. I'm just glad I can wear this thing down a little bit. I'm going to go straight away for the Hydro right here. And this is one of the cons to not running Taunt on Thundy, is that you get worn down a lot easier. Or, like, you can't just end-all, be-all Stall Breaker Mew with Thundurus, which kind of sucks. But right here, I'm going to go straight away for the Hydro. I end up missing, which is fine. It was bound to happen. But I'm just going to keep clicking Hydro because, to be honest, that's my best play. And he ends up going for the Heal Bell, which sucks. Oh my god. So he has revealed his full moveset, though, which is Heal Bell, Willow, Knockoff, Soft Boiled. Right here, I'm going to go out into Magnezone, trying to bait the Soft Boiled, and I'm going to go straight away for a Specs Bolt switch. And he ends up going for a Roost, so he outspeeds me, but that's not saying a lot. That hits 350, that hits 240. I think I'm going to have to risk it right here, to be honest. I'm going to sub right in his face. Please don't be faster. Please don't be faster. Please don't be faster. Please don't be faster. If he's not faster... Oh, well, he's running enough speed to beat this, isn't he? Please don't be. Please don't be. This is a bad play. Don't do this. I'm going to be really disappointed if that ends up happening. Oh, I end up outspeeding him, so that's cool. His knockoff will not even come close to breaking my sub. So I can start Dragon Dancing now. He ends up going straight at it in a Skarmory. And I'm just going to click Frustration right here, as I expect him to Whirlwind. If he Whirlwinds me out in a Magnezone, I'm going to laugh, because that would be absolutely perfect. That did 34%. Yeah, he ends up Roaring right here. I go out into my Thundurus, though, which is great, because I can just click T-Bolt right here and knock his Skarmory out. So that means that Mance now has free reign to sweep his entire team after one Dragon Dance, because this thing will go down after rocks to a +1 return. So he ends up going out into this, and I'm going to go straight away for the T-Wave, because, yeah, he only would have brought it in if he was Zardax. He made Dragon Dance here. He ends up Roosting, which is fine. Rooster Booster, 5,000. I'm going to click Focus Blast, and hopefully that will do some good damage. I ended up missing. That's fine. That's cool. He ends up just knocking me out with the Dragon Claw. And right here, I'm going to go out into my Latios, because Latios is probably one of the cooler Pokemon on my team, and I can just go ahead and drop a Draco versus this Mew. Hopefully I can 2-hit KO. Yeah, I will be able to 2-hit KO, assuming that I hit this next Draco. Please hit this next Draco. I'm going to lose if I don't hit this Draco right here. He ends up going out into Sylveon right here, so that's a good play on his part. But I still have Zone sitting at full health, or like 75%, so I'm not too terribly worried. And I need to be behind a sub or have a Dragon Dance when his Greninja comes in, which honestly shouldn't be too hard. He ends up going for the Hyper Beam, which, okay. I'm going to sub right here, and then I'm going to Dragon Dance. And then I will outspeed him for sure, if he wants to switch out at that point. Oh! I so thought he was Specs. Okay, so I just lost to a bad set. I'm gonna click Psyshock. I can't believe I just lost to a Hyper Beam Sylveon. You miss Hyper Beam? No, he just goes for Hyper Voice. So that's a good game. He got me there. That's a pretty bad set, but he got me right there. And we've been going for a solid 9 minutes. We're going to grab one more since yesterday's episode was a bit short. But I'm going to lead Mamo right here, as he ends up leading with his Skarmory. I can knock this thing off turn 1 and just get rid of its Shed Shell. Oh, he has Rocky Helmet, so that's cool too. I'm going to go ahead and just get my rocks up, because it hurts his team a lot as well. He ends up phasing me out into my Thundurus, which is fine. I'm going to go for HP Ice, because I don't think he can afford to risk this thing early. as he ends up going out to buy sharp, which is a good play. I'm going to go straight away for the Thunder Wave. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Thunder Wave, just purely because I think he's going to go for the sucker, but he gets paralyzed, which is cool. And I'm going to go straight out into my Greninja to take a sucker punch, or to dodge a sucker punch, rather. Because I think that is my best course of action right here. We'll see what he decides to do, though. I really want to run, like, Specs Latios, because I think that'd be cool. Like, Specs Latios on webs. The only problem is that, like, it straight up loses to Bisharp, which is a huge threat. And, like, generally, Latios would be... Yes, sorry about that Trillin song. He probably went for knockoff here, didn't he? No, he went for sucker, that's fine. I'm going to go straight away for the low kick, though, and kind of surprise him with this Greninja. Hopefully I can do that, because that'd be pretty rad. You know, he ends up going out into Skarmory right here. I'm going to be able to hit him with a low kick, and do a nice 22%, and just follow it up with an Ice Beam and be able to knock him out, so that's nice. He's probably wondering why I have low kick, but like I can 2-hit KO Empoleon with low kick, which is one reason that Greninja is so good. He's probably going to go out into his Talonflame right here. I wouldn't be surprised to see that right here. We'll say that. But honestly, Specs Flash Cannon is a lot of work versus this team. He ends up going out into Bisharp right here, which is fine. I'm going to go straight away for the switch to Magnezone. Because I think he's going to go right for the Sucker Punch, rather. I think he has to go for Sucker Punch right here. If you made the right prediction again, then I'm sorry, but I can't do anything about that. I'm just going to click Volt Switch right here, as he gets parried on the Sucker, which sucks a lot for him. And right here, I'm just going to go out straight into Mamoswine, because Mamoswine is relatively expendable at this point. And, you know, I can just Ice Shard whatever comes in. If he goes out in Immense, then I'm in trouble. But that's why I preserve this thing, so that's pretty cool that I can do that. That para actually helped me a lot, now that I'm thinking about it, because it helped me from taking a lot of unnecessary damage that may in fact have knocked me out. He was like Adamant Life Orb, or Adamant Spooky Plate maybe? Not Spooky Plate, Black Glasses. Or the other plate. And there's T in the background. So, PS Live Feet T. I'm actually going to mute my mic for a second. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, sorry about that. We'll see what Trillin Sog decides to do right here. I'm actually going to pause it real quick. I know I'm pausing a lot, but like you guys don't want to sit here and wait for him to make a move. You guys want to see the actual move take place. So I will be right. Actually, there it is. I'm just gonna. I kind of want to go for Earthquake, predicting him to miss. But I'm just gonna go for the Ice Shard because that's a safe play. I get 18% off. He ends up going for Surf. So there you go. That's why you don't make stupid plays. I go into. I think right here I'm gonna go into Mag. Actually, no. I'm in trouble, aren't I? Yeah. I'm in a lot of trouble. I'm going to go into Greninja and risk the Speed Tie. I'm going to assume he has HP Fire right here because otherwise he doesn't have a whole lot to stop Ferrothorn. And why am I going for Low Kick? Low Kick didn't even kill. SMH. Made me resist Dark Pulse, which is nice. I'm going to go for the Ice Beam right here because if he wants to try to switch into something like Lando, then you know, it's whatever. But I am left on a nice 2 HP, meaning I can see what he switches into right here. It's more than likely just going to be Talonflame. But he will have to go for the Brave Bird. The Brave Void. And that'll be really nice for me because that means that he will not be able to switch it up and go for the HP Fire, and I just go out into Mag for free and click Flash Cannon. He ends up going out to Lando, though, so that's cool. This means he is for sure Scarfed if he's going out into this, because he wouldn't want to take damage otherwise. Ends up just going for the U-turn, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to lose just straight up, I think. You know, like as I said, this team isn't amazing. It's not like built to be amazing. It's just I just want to use Mega Mints for last week that I can. I'm actually gonna, like, after this series of lives, I will never be using Mega Mints again, just because like I don't really like using it. It's so good, but I just don't really like using it. And sorry, hit my mic right there. But This is actually kind of a longer live. Yeah, it's like 15 minutes. So making up for the really short one yesterday. We'll see though what he decides to do. I'm gonna pause it until he gets back. I'm sorry guys for pausing it, but what's up guys? I'm back, and he ended up just forfeiting right there. Would have been interesting to see how it played out, but hey, I'm not complaining. I get points. So if you guys did enjoy today's a little bit longer PS Live, please make sure to leave a like. It really does help show support for the stuff that I'm doing here on the channel. Also, make sure to answer today's comment question of the video, which is, let's see. Before ORAS started, what were your expectations for the game, and has the game lived up to those expectations? And with that, I urge you guys to subscribe if you guys are enjoying the constant content, and with that, I'll catch you on the flip-flop.